Hi, I'm Shiro. I live in Japan with my wife and our two daughters under 4. Today, I'll show you a real day in the life of a dad trying to balance full-time work and raising 2 young kids in urban Japan. I have a morning routine. Within 3 minutes of getting out of bed, I start making tamagoyaki. Since my wife is usually up during the night with our 1-year-old daughter, making breakfast is my job. And tamagoyaki happens to be Umi's favorite. This is Umi. She and I share this room as our bedroom. Putting her to bed every night is also my responsibility. That's not the sound I usually hear. I messed up. The pan wasn't hot enough and the eggs stuck to the surface. Normally, I just wipe this copper pan clean with a paper towel and coat it with a little oil, but this time I had to wash it properly and start over. There it is. That's the sound I wanted from the beginning. Not exactly according to plan, but I ended up with 2 different styles of tamagoyaki. Next, it's time to fold the laundry. This is our living room. We cover the floor with soft white mats so the baby can play safely. Behind the sliding doors on the left is a traditional Japanese room. That's where my wife and our younger daughter Fu sleep. This is Fu. She just turned 1 at the end of May. Fu and my wife sleep in this room. Every morning, my goal is to finish the laundry and prepare breakfast before the kids wake up. But most days, the kids win that race. We keep our pajamas and towels in the bathroom. Once everyone's bath towels are hung up, the laundry is officially done. I can hear Umi calling for me. She has a morning routine. Every day I carry her from the bedroom to the living room right after she wakes up. I love this little routine, and I think Umi does too. It's 6:30 a.m. Umi fell asleep around 9 p.m, so she got about 9.5 hours of sleep. As a parent, I wish she'd sleep a little longer so she can get all the rest she needs to grow. Fu is awake now. Umi adores her little sister, so whenever Fu wakes up, she's the first person Umi wants to see. Rubbing my cheek against Fu's soft, squishy cheeks is part of our morning routine. I used to do the same thing with Umi when she was younger. Sadly, these days she usually pushes me away when I try. Fu started daycare this April. Since then, she's been catching colds quite often. Recently though, she's managed to stay healthy for 2 whole weeks. For my wife and me, both working full-time, that's been a huge help. Time for the daily temperature check. 36.6 degrees, right where it should be. Looks like we're good to go today. Now it's time to finish breakfast preparation. Our breakfast is usually a simple Japanese-style meal. While I was getting everything ready, Umi was busy making paper cutouts.
お、来たね。
ゆでたこさん。
ゆでたこさん。茹でられちゃったのね、この子は。
When she uses scissors, we ask her to work at the dining table so Fu can stay safe.
確かに。なにそれ。
それはお風呂なんだ。
お風呂？ほら。やりましたよ。はい。
あと何やるの？
Breakfast is ready. My wife is heading to the office today while I'm working from home. While she gets ready, I'm in charge of breakfast duty. Once she's almost ready, we switch roles and she takes over with the kids.
ふーちゃんの代わりに言ってあげて。
いただきます。
ありがとう。はい、ふうか食べましょうか。
This morning, she asked me to make her some nori rolls. I tried sneaking a little dried daikon into them, but it was immediately rejected. Getting Umi to eat vegetables is always a challenge. Now that Umi's full, she's helping feed Fu.
どうぞ。ちょっと大きいね。
大丈夫。
大丈夫かな。していいのよ、ふうか。ほら。ちょっと大きかった。大きかったって。
Fu and I have finished breakfast.
ふうか、みっきょ。ああ。
It's almost time for me to start work, so I hand childcare duties over to my wife. She handles daycare drop-off, and I take care of pickup in the evening. There are moments when each of us is parenting solo, but overall, we've found a balance that lets us manage work, housework, and childcare together.
ふうちゃん何してんの？海かと同じことしてる。
Wait, Fu has started copying her big sister. She somehow managed to hide between the futons.
8時にしとこう。8時半やね。じゃあね、ふーちゃん、お仕事してくるね。
Before work, I need a little energy boost.
いってらっしゃい。
Umi wouldn't let me kiss her cheek today.
知事、ここでお仕事するの。あなたたちは出てください。バイバイ。知事、お仕事するのごめんね。父がいいの。じゃあ一回牛しよう。あー、かわいいから最高。
But she did come over for a hug. I'll take that. Too cute.
じゃあね。ふうかのことよろしく。あわ、休止に行くやばいよ。今は、
Umi seems to like my push-up bars more than I do. Somehow they've become her favorite toy.
あんたも父がいいの。よっしゃ。
Alright, time to switch into work mode. My wife called for backup.
早く行こう。こけちゃったね。
Apparently, Umi had decided she wasn't going to daycare unless she could ride her tricycle. Since I'd been working in my pajamas, I had to get changed in a hurry.
はいはい。
Since I am sitting at a desk all day, I actually appreciate a little walk in the morning. And it's even better when I get to spend a few extra minutes with Umi.
あったあった。
Umi spotted one of her friends in the distance. Instead of pedaling faster herself, she chose to encourage me to go faster. Dad accepted the challenge.
よいしょ。
We made it to daycare.
早く行って。父やれないの。
Fu spends her day in a classroom on the second floor,
かわいいね、みーちゃん。
while Umi's classroom is on the third. And just like that, the morning shift is over. Time to head home and get back to work. It's lunchtime. The first thing I do is hang out the laundry I washed this morning. By the way, the handprints on my t-shirt were made by my daughters during an activity at daycare. I wear this shirt whenever I go there because it reminds me of that fun day. Japan experiences a lot of earthquakes. Because of that, we keep emergency supplies at home in case electricity, gas, and water are unavailable for about a week. We stock food, drinking water, first aid supplies, diapers, and other essentials. For families living in Japanese cities, this is just part of being prepared. I'm not very hungry today, so lunch is just a banana and some yogurt. Working at a desk all day doesn't burn many calories. I try to watch what I eat so I don't gain weight.
頭です。
Until my wife gets home, I'm on solo parent duty. I don't like feeling rushed in the evening, so I try to finish as many chores as possible ahead of time. First, I clean up the kitchen. Tonight, we're having rice. We buy brown rice directly from a local farmer and mill it at home before cooking. Once the rice cooker is set, the housework is done. I often go for a walk during my lunch break, but today my brain feels more tired than my body. A short nap sounds like a better idea. Lunch break is over, back to work. Before I knew it, the workday was over. When work gets busy, time seems to disappear. Before picking up the kids from daycare, I bring in the laundry. To save time, I use clothespins that let me remove clothes with a quick pull. It may look a little rough, but that's actually how they're designed to work. I'll worry about folding everything later. Right now, it's time to pick up the kids. Since Umi claimed the stroller, Fu gets the VIP seat today, Dad's arms. The reason Umi is crying right now is actually pretty simple. Her banana broke in half and fell on the ground right as she was about to eat it. A very serious toddler problem. We're home, and straight into bath time.
お風呂入ろうか。ね。
もう全部食べた。
はい。お風呂入ろうか次。
The bath is done, the hair is dry, and somehow both kids are still in a good mood. That means it's the perfect time to fold the laundry. Fu is about 1 year and 2 weeks old now. Recently, she figured out how to climb onto her toy cart all by herself. She loves being up high.
怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い。降りようか。なんかバナナ食べたの？
Meanwhile, Umi has collapsed under the table.
あなたはね、まだ早い。ここはねえねえ。
She's requesting a plum rice ball for dinner.
海の出るもんだしだ。流し。
残念です。ふーちゃんのふーちゃんのも持ってく
Let's
るね
get some food into her before sleepiness takes over completely.
あー危ないからそこにいて
Dinner time.
じゃあおにぎり作るね
First mission, make a plum rice bowl and defeat Umi's hunger.
はい美味しいやつですよふーちゃんのご飯持ってこよう
Thankfully, once she starts eating, she stays focused. Dinner is going surprisingly smoothly today. Next up is Fu's meal. In Japan, many families prepare baby food in batches and freeze it in small
あー
portions.
ご飯食べれた
食べ
何
たもう食べた
食べた
In our freezer, baby food probably takes up about 30% of the space.
次はおみちゃんにおにぎりを作りましょうね梅干し入ってるからねこれ
Fu is in a great mood because she took a nap at daycare. Umi, on the other hand, didn't nap today. After a full day of playing, she's running on empty.
みちゃんほらほらほらできたできたできた梅干しの何してんのあんた何出してんのはいはい梅干しおにぎり
My wife is home and finally out of the bath. Another successful solo parent shift completed. This is what mealtime looks like with 2 kids under 4. A little messy is just part of the package. Both girls are getting sleepy now. Our usual routine is to put them to bed first. Then my wife and I clean up together while talking about our day. This is the bedroom Umi and I usually use.
気が強いな気が強い
Fu still wakes up during the night sometimes, so we often sleep in separate rooms to keep everyone rested. Umi gets to decide whether mom or dad handles bedtime. Tonight, she chose mom.
ふーちゃんはちったわのはいじゃあ電気消するんで寝てくださいね
So I'll be putting Fu to bed in the tatami room. And that's what a real weekday looks like for our family. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed our day, please subscribe and join us next time. See you in the next video.